think I will win this eventually if she just keeps letting me hit her and make turrets. Beautiful. Look at all those turrets. Look at them. All right, here we go, guys. We have a for fun Gazlowe build for you today. We're going to try to create as many turrets as possible. This is actually a good map for it, too, because I can just plant a bunch of turrets on an objective and hopefully win an attrition war with somebody. So, at level 1, we're going to take Big Game Hunter. What this does is it allows us to generate scrap when we attack heroes, mercs, and monsters. I don't know what counts as a monster that's not a merc, to be honest. But yeah, monsters as well, okay? Like I said, our goal is just going to be to drop down as many turrets as we possibly can. And as I get further into the build, you'll see kind of how we're planning on doing that. If you've played Gazlowe before, you might have an idea of what this build is going to look like already. I'm just going to drop some turrets just to try and kind of get the wave moving. My goal is going to be to get the wave moving and then get out of here. And then casually walk away. Alright. I would have liked to have been in the bottom lane because that's where the merc camps are. But it doesn't seem like my team wants to let me do that. So I guess I'm going to go up here and solo while they rotate between mid and bot, which is totally fine. That's a totally viable strategy. I'm probably never going to win lane against this stupid character because she is unbelievably tanky. I'm just going to punch her as much as I can. Try to get as many turrets going as I can. I'm going to make them shoot Deckard when I can. It's fine if she wants to boot me back. I don't really care. Okay. I don't think I'll ever win a 1v1 against this character. I think she has too much sustain. But we'll try our best. Hopefully if they're going to invest this many people up here, then... I tried. I'm going to get rid of this turret. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to plant the turret. Drop one of these in the bush just in case she's in there. She was in there. Alright, we want rocket sockets so that when we drop one of our infinity turrets, we gain a little bit of a shield. Alright, we're going to just kite it out. Because they have too many people up here for us to deal with. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot we can do about that. I'm going to punch her so that I can get a turret. And that's kind of the goal, is just to keep punching her, planting turrets. She wants to jump back in like that, she can. This character is super annoying, by the way. Just absolutely ridiculous tanky. Just keep punching her. I might go Robo Goblin this game. So that I can do more DPS and possibly have a chance to actually fight her. Because I feel like I'm going to be up here fighting her for most of the game. If I'm being totally honest. I feel like this is going to be a lot of the game for me. I was trying to decide which heroic I wanted to take on this build, and I hadn't really decided yet. But I think in this situation, I think Robo might be better. Alright. I'm going to move up here and secure the thing. Looks like they're going to send somebody up here to mess with us. Yep. Cool. Let's hold that down. She's going to be able to take it back. Not much I can do about that. I can't get in range of him. So, ping him all you want. I just don't really care. Let's get rid of both of these. Hopefully we can take back bottom. I'm going to take Death Laser can grant scrap. Just increase my scrap generation as much as possible. Alright, I'm going to kite out because I can't fight two people. Hopefully they can get bottom or hold middle at the very least. Because there's two up here. So they should be able to get one of those two things. Beautiful. grab me a couple turrets, grab a couple shields. Alright, that's fine. We'll just back off. Laser the minion wave to get some health back. There's just only so much I can do. I can't fight 2 people, unfortunately. Wish I could. Just keep smacking her, keep planting turrets. I think I will win this eventually if she just keeps letting me hit her and make turrets. Beautiful. Look at all those turrets. Look at them.
We should attack this fort.
Okay, their healer's up here, so we kind of need to retreat. I'm going to try to contest this. Maybe give the team enough time to secure. Nope, we're not trying to secure, so... Freaking idiots could have gotten that whole time, but you didn't. Nice, she grabbed both of those. Laser, this, turret. Back off again. They had time to get the objective, but it's okay. At least they took some merc camps. At least they weren't, like, doing nothing. Okay. I'm gonna go Robo. That way I can add a little bit of DPS to my build. It'll still benefit from the talents that I'm looking for later. It just gives us, I think, actually the potential to, like, brawl with her a little bit. It may not be that good in team fights, but like I said, I think most of my game is going to be spent up here against her, so... Yeah, and now I can win the 1v1 with her, which is really good. It might change once she gets level 10, but for now, I can win the 1v1 with her. And I'm happy with that. Alright, we'll get rid of this. That should be Dragon Knight for us. Beautiful. Beautiful, lovely, useful. I've done a lot of hero damage. Done the most in the game. So this build obviously isn't terrible. I don't care. Just keep punching her. Keep making turrets.
Be there in a moment.
This build actually makes you pretty hard to kill as well, because you're creating so many turrets and you're getting a shield every time you place a turret. So you like almost permanently have a shield with how easy it is to generate scrap.
I have seen enough.
Wow, we at least got a forward out of that, I guess.
Impressive.
Better than nothing. Drop another turret.
I'm on my way.
Punch her a little bit every time she gets in melee. Try to get a stack of my Robo Goblin going on her. Nope, there goes her ult. Just don't hit her for a second. We're gonna go overcharge capacitors. At level 13, what this does is we gain 5% spell power for every turret that we have up, and as long as we can keep right-clicking, our turrets get extended duration. So this is where this build like really comes online, actually. Beautiful, lovely, useful. And then basically we're just going to try to keep right-clicking and keeping our turrets alive as long as possible so that we get bonus spell power. Try to laser when we can to get more spell power. Get more turrets. And basically that's how this build works. We place turrets, we gain spell power, we gain shields. And I think you can take either heroic. I just took this one because, like I said, I wanted to be able to fight Yrel. I wanted them to have to send 2 people to deal with me. I didn't want Yrel to be able to just win 1v1 against me. And Robo Goblin allows me to do that. I think even if she gets levels, I think I can still beat her. And then at level 16, we're going to take the thing. I think we're going to take... Actually, I think we might take the right-click
My husband is
We might take the max HP damage this game. Normally we would take either, you could take either one. I think you could take this, which makes your satchel charges create turrets, or you could take fire in my lasers. Since you're dropping so many turrets down, having them shoot lasers would be a lot of lasers and a lot of damage. We're gonna try to just kill the structure. But we might take, just for this game, we might take overclock. Just to be even more of a threat to Uriel. Alright, we're gonna back off. Turret, drop a satchel, just try to keep her away from us. Alright, we almost got the we did get the structure. Nice. That's really good. Really, really good. I'm gonna take overclock.
a clean kill. Looks like you could use a rogue.
Okay, I'll let her grab that if she wants to.
Reduce everything to ash.
Laser him, drop another turret, drop a satchel. Dang it, I tried to hit my unstoppable and I got interrupted by his Q, and then I pressed it again and it still didn't go off. Just go unstoppable so I can try to punch him a little harder, punch her a little bit.
Set up and execute.
That's okay. I hit her really hard, so. Alright, stop hitting her. Start hitting her again. I don't think she is realizing how much damage I'm actually doing to her.
Not half bad.
Uh-oh. 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 Woo! Beautiful. Turrets, turrets, turrets. I'm getting annoyed by all these Deckard roots popping up. Alright, I think we can just leave and do mercs at this point. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Like you could use a rogue.
I actually think there are like there's 3 Gazlowe builds that are good. You can do this one, you can do the full satchel bomb one where you're just trying to be disruptive and CC as much as possible, or you can do a full right click build. I actually think Gazlowe has 3 builds that are viable, and they kind of depend on what situation you're in.
The shrines awaken once more.
I can't say really in what situations I would rather take this one than say just a regular satchel bomb build, other than like this where I know the objective is going to be stationary. So I only get up to 15% bonus spell power. Be even better if you could get more. Probably be broken at that point though. But basically we just want to keep planting turrets every time it comes off cooldown. That way the odds of us having 3 up at a time are always good. We'll grab this and then we'll grab the bruisers. All right, we're gonna take rain and scrap. This makes our turrets even cheaper, so that we can spam them out even harder. It makes them what? They cost 1, and you regain 2 scrap for picking up turrets as well. So basically, we have infinite turrets now. If you know you're gonna get to level 20, that's when I would take fire in my lasers, because yeah, I just have like I'm gonna have a crazy amount of turrets now because of its rain and scrap. It's just kind of a disgusting talent. Just throw turrets down just to try to keep them up and going. Our Dragon Knight seems like it might be inting. turrets down, throw turrets down. Hit her when I can, throw a turret down. Do that, get a bunch of scrap. Throw a bunch of turrets down.
Double kill. Let's go. Triple kill.
He thought he was in his ult. That's funny. Alright. So obviously this build isn't terrible. I did the most hero damage. I had 26,000 self-healing. I had good XP. I had good siege damage. Like, what more could you want out of a bruiser? I mean, really.
MVP.
I'm doing good, Tony. How are you? Hopefully you're doing well. Sorry I just saw that because I was focused on the game. Day's been pretty good. I actually felt like streaming today, which is always nice. I don't think she deserved the MVP. She wasn't the best in any stats except for kills, so I wouldn't say that was very MVP-like, but, you know, I guess because she has nine takedowns and no deaths that she's the MVP, but I don't think so. I beat her in every stat that mattered, so. All right, that is the Gazlowe build. I'll go over the talents one more time. I should have done this while I still had the scoreboard pulled up, but I forgot because I was worried about the chat. Big Game Hunter at level 1. Rocket Socket at level 4. Goblin Fusion at level 7. You can take either heroic, I think. If you want more team fight and more spell power, you would take Gazlowe. If you want to be able to like man up and fight other bruisers, you would take Robo. Overcharge capacitors. This is one of the key talents of the build. You would always take this one if you're going this build. This one is kind of flexible. I think if you want lower cooldown on your explodium charge, especially if you're going to go maybe gravel bomb, you might consider investing more into the satchel charge. Or you can go fire in my lasers if you think you're going to get, especially if you think you're going to get to level 20 and get its raining scrap, you'll be able to get a lot more turrets up and shoot a lot more lasers. I went overclock this game because I just wanted to be able to do max HP damage to Rel. I wanted to be able to just sit there and hit Rel and actually try to kill her. At level 20, you take its raining scrap because, as you saw at the end there, I landed 1 laser and I dropped 5 turrets down. So, pretty disgusting. Pretty cool build. I enjoy it. I think it's fun. I think Gazlowe is one of my favorite characters. I think he has 3 builds right now. If you guys enjoyed this video, those that are watching it in the VOD, make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can see when more videos come up.